There are many kits in the Project Life app that are just overlays. If you are not familiar with what an overlay is, an overlay can be a piece of word art, a frame, a pattern, a number, or a border that you add to the top of a photo or a solid colored filler card. Most of the overlays in the app are white or black, but there are a few that may have a little bit of color added to them or have a gold and silver foil effect. One of the things you want to keep in mind when working with overlays in the app is that you are not able to change the color of them. Let's open the last layout I created in the previous video, and I want to view that and edit this page. Now I'm going to select the placeholder where I inserted that solid colored card, and even though I have that solid card there, I am still going to select the filler and journal card icon, and I want to search for an overlay within my library. So I'm going to come back up here and tap on that Currently Edition tab, and I believe the overlay I want to use, I think it is in the Project 52 Fresh edition, and I just need to find where it's at. Let's see, Project 52 calendars, fresh. Okay, here we go, right here, those overlays. And they're a little hard to see, but I think it is this one right here, the third one. Yes, it says Weekend Adventures. That is the one that I was looking for. And you can see how, it's just placing a white piece of word art on the card. Now, if I go ahead and tap the card, you can see that a text icon appears, allowing me to write on the card as well. So if I tap on that, my cursor is up here at the very, very top, but I want to try something different. I don't want my text box up at the top, so I'm going to tap on the little plus sign in the bar, and this is exactly what I want. I want a new text box here because I am going to tap in my date. This is still July 4th. And then I'm going to move it down into the corner, just like that. And I'm finished there. Now we are also able to add an overlay on a 4x6 photo. So I want to tap on my sandbar photo up here. This is a sandbar somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico. We went out with friends and we just anchored off of a sandbar and just had fun in the water that day. So I'll come back over to my filler and journal card icon, and this time I'm going to navigate over to my Currently Edition overlays, which I believe are right here. And this is one of my favorites right there. It says, "We were here." Okay. I'm just going to keep it just like that. And let's back out. And I'm going to totally X out of this. Yes, I am done editing the page, but I do have the other side of the page that I would like to add some overlays to. And I have already added the photos, I've added the journal cards, and I just want to add a couple of overlays on those solid journal cards. So let's tap on this one up here. And I'm going to come over here to my filler and journal card icon, and I want to, let's see, I want to go to my, I think it's in the Everyday edition. Let me see what's in here. What is this one? Yes, This Week. I just want to keep that overlay there. For this placeholder down here, I'm going to open up a new kit that I purchased recently, and I think it's called Mix and Match Overlays. I'm going to tap that just like that, and here you can see that some of the overlays are white, there's some black, and then there's also some gold ones. But I like these arrows here because this was a baseball game at the Tropicana Field, and it was the Chop at the Trop, so it was Florida State Day at that game. I just wanted to go over a few things that you should understand about overlays. And the first one is that you really cannot remove an overlay once you have placed it on your photo or a journal card or a filler card. You know, while you still have your layout open and you are working with the overlays, you can use that undo button while it's still open. But if, for example, you save your page that you've applied overlays to, you've saved that to your library, and you open it back up and you decided you didn't want that overlay on a photo, you would have to delete that entire photo from the slot and then go through the process of placing it back in. Okay? I mentioned this one earlier, that you cannot change the color of the overlays. So you want to remember this when adding an overlay to a photo. You want to make sure that that photo, there'd be enough contrast with the photo and, you know, the overlay, especially, well, you know, if you're using your black or your white overlay. If you have a overlay that is black and you've got a real dark photo, you know, it just may not work. So you just want to pay attention to the photos that you are placing an overlay on. And I have been unable to trade places with overlays. Like, you know, in the previous video where we, you know, put a 3x4 card into a 4x6 slot, I have not been able to find a way to do that with overlays. You are more than welcome to experiment and, you know, share with your class members if you found a way to do that, but I haven't been able to do so.